Well, hello my beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for August 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your monthly reading for August 2024. Of course, happy birthday to all those wonderful Leos who've already had their birthday and, of course, those who have yet to come. I hope you celebrate your wonderful self and have a magical day. I can't believe we are here in the month of August already. And I'm really going to give it to you straight. It's going to be a month of intense extremes, especially due to the Mars squaring Venus and Jupiter squaring Saturn event. Now, I'll get to that in a moment. So on a positive note, we are currently in the throes of your season, my beautiful Leo. So on a personal level, it's time to let out that inner roar, follow your passions, and allow yourself to shine. This month is all about taking center stage in your life, taking charge, honoring your body, your energy, your self-care needs, pampering yourself if possible, doing a little something for you, loving yourself a little bit harder, but most importantly, valuing your worth and remembering to wear your invisible crown. Walk tall and walk proud with gravitas and empowerment this month as you embrace that go-getting spirit, prioritize what's important to you whilst making time for a little power nap along the way. Now, it's a month to be disciplined and remain on course whilst carving out some time to have fun, maybe take a vacation or book one or at least a quick trip somewhere. Fluctuations in mood, however, may occur and clashes or conflicts may happen this month to try and dampen things. You may embrace your warrior spirit one moment and then next leap into a chasm of emotion. So Leo season, it will actually teach us not to sweat the small stuff this time round, to embrace the opportunity for balance as we all jostle with this energy. So be your fabulous self, but also I want to warn you, grab your metaphorical surfboard, you're really going to need it, and get ready to ride the wave that flows towards you this month, because you've got this. Now, there is so much critical energy this month, I don't really know where to start, so let's focus on the wonderful Lionsgate portal first, lifting us all up to higher frequencies, providing a portal of prosperity, abundance, and good luck. It's a gateway to intense manifestation, spiritual healing, and growth, especially for the heart chakra, of course. And this portal has been open from the 28th of July, so it's already open there, and it will close on the 12th of August. However, the most powerful day is on the 8th. Now, this date is the bringer of abundance, so plan a ritual or just take a moment of stillness to visualize and make a wish. The 8/8 portal is also connected to wealth, so really utilize this energy and its full potential to embrace money-making ideas or even curveballs of good luck heading your way. Now, hold on to that surfboard that I mentioned and get ready for a little dip. The dreaded Mercury retrograde graces us with its presence this month, and this time it's doubling down in the sign of Virgo. It really loves to kick up a storm with your electrical equipment, communications, and it shakes up perceptions of reality. Power outages or glitches are going to come a little bit more of a regular occurrence, so save down important documents, statements, anything that you're working on that's critical so that you don't lose it. Always have candles and torches on hand as well. It's just common sense, just in case. And of course, any important communications or quotes in writing, get it in writing to avoid misunderstandings or miscommunications. Now, of course, this is only one aspect of a Mercury retrograde. This too shall pass as a blip. Every negative has a positive. So we can all embrace the opportunity to utilize this energy to revisit or improve something, rethink it or course correct it, to enhance an area of your life that needs a little bit of a boost. Now, straight after that dip, expect a major shakeup, because Jupiter squares Saturn on the 19th and Mars squares Venus on the 22nd. Now, when I say square, it basically means clash, and this clash of energy really is a big deal. Highly pressurized, combustible energy. We often go through the most challenging times during this phase, but as I always say, there is a positive to be found. A lesson can be learnt from it. So if you're feeling extra tested in and around this date, stop and ask, what am I supposed to learn from this? And the answer can actually transform the situation for the better. This energy can also make us all feel super practical, to sit up, pay attention, and get organized and serious about the direction of our lives. So you'll be really feeling that intense energy there. Now, these squares that I mentioned, they occur in some mutable signs, which on a global scale can actually increase societal tensions, and sadly with the potential to create bigger divides. But Venus works extra hard this month to bring people together. There will be a jostle of energy, so astrologically, as tensions rise, they pretty much take back their power. And of course, with your season, my beautiful Leo, connected to the brightest light in the sky, the sun, it reveals where we can grow together rather than apart. Now, this clash of energy, it will impact us all from the 19th of August right through to June 2025. Things, I'm not going to lie to you, are going to get wild and sometimes pretty unbelievable. And you may start to notice extreme behavior, shocks, or plot twists. The blue full moon, it also occurs on the 19th, which will only intensify the energy. So as I said, on a global scale, we may be in for some major surprises around this time. I don't know if you notice, my light is I have a little light over here to highlight stuff, and my light is also flashing. My guides have given me that this is a very critical time period, so I'm just letting you know of that date to look out for. Things will get easier a little bit from the 22nd, but 19th to the 22nd, look out for that. It will intensify in energy, and of course, we may be in for that major surprise around about this time. Now, of course, it's a critical time, but there is always a positive to be found. If you're looking to purchase real estate, for example, you could see some reductions in price during this period. I also see a brief financial correction that will benefit momentarily, but it will be brief before it is U-turned. That's what I see there. Also, solar flares will increase the pressure and influence the pressure, triggering major earthquakes, volcanic combustible energy, because we are firmly in the flow of reshaping landscapes, both spiritually, energetically, politically, and socially. You can all feel it, you all know it, you don't need me to tell you, but my guides are highlighting that we are at critical times. Now, also, as we leave, because we've just left, of course, Cancerian season, there may even be some sort of water-related event that occurs that is for concern. I hope I'm wrong on that, but it is something that I mentioned in the July reading, and, it's the crossover. I did mention it in the July reading. July, August, that's a time period to look out for something like that. Now, of course, during this period, we may also see figures in authority being replaced suddenly by unexpected candidates, and reneging of promises or a restructure of systems that push things too far, that the only thing really left to do is transformation on all scales. So I want to reiterate that, of course, all things change, and we all know that it can get dark before the dawn, so things can feel a little bit uncomfortable during this shift. But this month is the gateway to what you want to change for the better. Remember that you will be protected and directed towards greater opportunities to marvel at the wonderful you and how you show up for yourself and others every single day. Be proud of all you are, sustaining, maintaining, and creating right now. Despite how difficult things may be, you really are a tower of power in all your glorious sovereignty, and you really have got this, okay? So I want you to be aware of that. Now, I'm just letting letting you know of things to look out for as I basically get all your cards. Your first house of the self identity is influencing you at the beginning of the month. So some of you may think about revamping your wardrobe, maybe a look, maybe an addition to your wardrobe. Perhaps some of you may think about changing something in your home space that really kind of expresses who you are. But ultimately, you'll be looking at what makes you unique, what makes you stand out from the crowd. This is a big soul-searching month for you, actually, where you think about your place in the world, whether that's physically or spiritually. This is a time period of you looking at what's best for you. And if there's something that you're unhappy with in your life at this moment in time, this is a period to really set changes in motion for the better. And your seventh house of relationships or partnerships is basically taking over from that mid-month, and that's really the people in your everyday circumstances, deepening those partnerships and alliances. Or some of you may even start a business with people that you really trust. Could also be about your nearest and dearest, your family members, seeing a little bit more of them if they're on the physical plane. But also, this is a time period to basically deepen friendships, romances. If you have a partner, if you're looking for love, this is also a perfect time for you to open up to meeting new people. And you're going to be really discerning about the company that you keep, so that you notice who really supports you in your endeavors, who's really got your back, and who you're trying to avoid because they drain your energy or don't have your best interests at heart. Now, I've got your overarching energy, and I'm going to do this Celtic cross as well. So let's get straight to it. Your first card, you have the higher calling there. You are called for greatness. This is a card that indicates you're searching for your direction or the next steps on your path. So you may have a big decision to make regarding that life purpose path there. The Judgment card can indicate that you're weighing up options this month. You're really thinking about what you want to do next in life. But also this is about deepening your faith, your belief system, and it's really about looking at change. Some of you are trying to basically eradicate bad habits or old cycles of repeat this month so that you don't slip into something that perhaps you feel is negative for you long term. This could be cutting something out that you feel, you've outgrown, or it could be something that perhaps you feel doesn't serve a purpose in your life right now or makes you feel lethargic or drained. It could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be a food substance. Whatever it is, I feel like you are listening to your higher self and what is right for you right now. Whenever you get this card, and this is your protagonist energy, so this is about you looking at what you need to leave behind right now and what you need to embrace for the brighter future. So I definitely see decluttering energy there. Some of you, especially since you are going through your birthday season, it can be that you are in a very nostalgic energy where you're thinking about the journey that you've taken, right from childhood, the difficult experiences you've had that have made you stronger and made you who you are. And this card is like, you're searching for something more, okay? So some of you, big soul searching month, as I said there, so I'm not surprised to see this higher calling card. This can indicate that you are leaving part of something that has played out in your life for quite some time. So it could be that you're healing some sort of trauma, you're making headway, you're going to have a breakthrough there, but also it could be that you're doing that soul searching where you're really looking at where you belong. So it could be that you're thinking about relocating, perhaps looking for property, or looking at friendship groups, and where you feel like you are at home, where you feel that, you're outgrowing certain people. The higher calling card is really about having the strength to let go of outdated patterns or cycles of repeat in order to embrace something new and exciting. But also I feel some of you, especially since you've got the Emperor there and you've got the Magician card in the resistance position, you may be looking at somebody in your life in particular, male or female, not a gender specific reading. Some of you may be kind of like keeping your eye on somebody who you feel right now underestimates you or does not value your presence in some way, or is basically kind of taking your kindness for weakness, because I really get this sense that you're looking at being a little bit more independent. So for example, if you told someone that you want to achieve something, and just because they're not capable of the successes that you are, they may turn around to you and say, oh my gosh, that's so hard. You're better off going for something else because nobody does what you're trying to do. And you're like, well, watch me do what you think nobody can do because you're not giving up on something. So I feel like you're trying to distance yourself from a certain person who tries to either knock your confidence or really tries to dull your shine. But I really feel this month for you, looking at your overarching energy, you're going to be super busy. I mean, I do also see that you have a lot of responsibility, tasks on your plate right now. So I feel like you're really serious about projects or ambition. There's an ambitious energy about you at the moment where you are in that go-getting spirit. Now, some of you may feel like you haven't reached your full potential in something and you're going to readdress that. Some of you may have felt it's been hard to concentrate on something that you feel is critical right now. And again, you will turn this around. The month of August is about getting strict with yourself, especially with that Saturn influence. So the manifestation card, it's in the resistance position. Okay, so it's like you got it in the reverse at first. So this can indicate some of you, not just that you may have been feeling a bit of scattered energy or brain fog. It can be, especially when it's partnered with the Emperor, that you've had so much on your plate that you're pretty exhausted and you haven't had time for manifestation. But we are about to move straight into that Lionsgate portal. So manifestation is actually going to work the strongest for you because, of course, it is in your season. So I would definitely say pay attention to any money-making ideas or perhaps any sort of flashes of insight, as well as write things down of what you want to accomplish. It's really great to set like an intention or a ritual during this date, whether it's lighting a candle and just looking into the candle and sort of manifesting whatever it is that you want, or whether it is just in silence saying, you know what, dear universe, I'd be so grateful if you just bestow this thing upon me. Thank you so much. I trust in you, and let it go out into the ether. I really feel that your thoughts are becoming things at this time. And that's literally what this card means. As you can see, that card, the figure has the hand over their eye, but the eye is also sort of showing up in the hand. So it's like what you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. Literally means as above, so below. That's what the Magician card stands for. Also, you've got the pyramids there. They are a channeler of energy. As you can see, they utilize the earthly energy and they channel it upwards into a direct basically line up into the ether. So I feel this is about you channeling your energy and your focus into your intentions and manifesting some wonderful things towards you. Now, of course, as above, so below basically means what you can see in your mind or what is in the ether. You connect to a vibration, and it is possible to bring it to the earthly plane, to draw it towards you. So I feel this is about you having confidence in yourself, in your visions, and making your dreams become a reality. There's a magic about you this time. I feel something that you have been manifesting has not shown up for you just yet, because I get a waiting energy. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. We've got a Six of Pentacles there for you. So I feel it's almost like you haven't given up on it. It just feels like it's taking its time, even though you're working really hard to accomplish it. I feel it hasn't materialized just yet, but you're going to see some evidence, whether that's good news or whether that's like a full-on manifestation of what it is that you want. It will show up for you in the month of August. Round about the 2nd to 3rd week is what I'm being given. Now, your final energy there is the leadership card. Of course, this is the Emperor. So this is you taking charge of your life. Now, the Emperor energy can indicate that life has got pretty serious, okay? That you have so much on your plate right now. It's almost like, especially since you've got the Five of Cups and the Death card, you feel something needs to change. I feel there's an energy that you're at capacity right now for everything that you've been doing. It's been a lot. I feel that, yes, you have some brighter things to look forward to, but right now I feel like you're looking at your options, because I feel you have many ideas and many things that you really want to do. So now it's about focusing on what's important, what's critical at this time, and prioritizing. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of the things that you want accomplished done. This is a card of success. It's a card of empowerment. For some of you, this could manifest as a promotion in an industry that you work in, or perhaps you're going to see your reputation rise and you're going to be given more responsibility, but also more money with it as well. more status, more gravitas. But also, you know, I did mention that this month is the month to remember to wear your crown. And of course, this card really has it all tied up there for you. This is about recognizing your inner power, your strengths, and know that you are forced to be reckoned with. This is a card that indicates you're going to be super organized. Even if you're not normally or typically an organized person, I feel like you are focusing on what's important to you at this time, and you're taking action. The Emperor is to take action on this. Now, for some of you, there could be an energy here, and again, it's not gender specific, but I am getting like a masculine predominant energy because it's the Emperor. So it could be that there is someone in a position of authority who can help you with something. You may get advice on something this month. Maybe something, looking at the energy, it could be something that is a balanced view or a second opinion on something, whether it is a practitioner or someone in a position of authority financially, or whether it's like a legal sort of aid, or maybe it's you're looking into something that you want to purchase and it requires some sort of legal person to look over a contract. I feel getting advice is really good at this time. Doesn't have to come from a masculine energy, but I also feel that perhaps this could be a friend who introduces you to someone or can put you in touch with someone. And for some of you, if you're in a career, I feel like you are being noticed by someone in a position of authority if you work for a company. And I feel there's this energy of you leaving a position in order to embrace something new, okay? And you make it your own. You establish yourself in this. And I feel it sets you on a greater path to success. Doors are opening for you at this time. If you're not in a career, and you're retired, for example, or you're currently looking for something, if you're looking for a new role and you're looking for a job, I see some of you kind of like setting something in motion independently first, like an entrepreneur, okay? And some of you may actually be entrepreneurs already, and you may have gone through some tough times, things have fluctuated a little bit. I see a small kind of like increase in like attraction to your business, or maybe even a little bit more money there. You're going to enjoy a little bit more financial freedom, but I feel some of you may actually get advice on financial structures in order to either create generational wealth or try to protect the finances that you have already. If you're retired, for example, this could be you looking at your pension pot, perhaps maybe even getting advice on investments in certain areas. I mean, I'm not au fait with that sort of thing, so I don't really know how to give you any advice on that. I really wouldn't try, but some of you may seek advice in that area. Also, if you are retired, I feel some of you may be looking at new places to visit in the world. I do see that if you have family members, if you have children, for example, they may enlist your help this month on something. I feel like you're really generous with your time and your spirit there as well, okay? So overarching energy, I feel like you're focused, you're raring to go, you have your eye firmly on some prize. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, it's that you want to create something that you're really proud of. Others, it can be that you want something financially. Others, it could be that you want better health. So whatever it is that you are turning around in your life right now, I definitely see that you are going to be successful and actually really proud of yourself as well. Now, we've got the Celtic Cross. So we've got the Death card here. This is your protagonist energy in the Celtic Cross, the starting position. All change. But I feel like you're going through a major period of personal development and growth. Some of you may have had a missed opportunity recently, and you may have felt a little deflated or a little bit let down, and you're like, well, what's the point? Whether that's in a career, whether it's in like something you were campaigning for, perhaps you didn't reach your target on something, maybe it's a relationship. Whatever it is, I feel you're going through a radical change right now, and this is for the better. It may not feel like it. It feels that something else is being offered to you that is better than the thing that you feel like you had to let go of, the expectation of what you thought it might be, because I feel the universe is bestowing some sort of gift upon you. Now, of course, you have the Six of Pentacles there, so this is gift season for you. So if you've already had your birthday, I feel there is one more gift to come. This could come from a very surprising person or situation. For some of you, of course, who have not had their birthday yet, of course, there is a gift here. But I feel this is more a gift from the universe, a readdress of the balance. Things start to get fairer for you, despite the energy. because there's going to be some critical energy that I've already mentioned there. Now, the Death card is about embracing the fact that all things change. We can't hold on to something. You know, seasons change, people change, circumstances change, the world changes, everything evolves. And this is you literally being flexible, because you have the Two of Pentacles there. You're literally on that surfboard I was talking about, and you're riding the wave through August, and you're making sure that it leaves you with a lot of opportunities. There's nothing to fear here. I definitely see change is actually going to work in your favor. Also, the Death card, along with your first house, you know, something about you physically you may decide to change, whether it's the way you express yourself through clothes. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you may change the color of your hair, or get a new hairstyle, or, you know, some of you may actually change something around you, like your car, or your, you know, the way that you structure the furniture in your home. It really feels like you are kind of like revamping something in your life and enhancing it in some way. It's already awesome, but it feels like you're enhancing. Also, the Death card is you looking at like bad habits, patterns of repeat, or just, you know, kicking out things that are your go-to responses to certain people or situations. I feel like you're rising above it. You've grown through it, and now you're just walking away from it. It feels very much like, especially with the Death card and the Five of Cups, as you can see there are 5 seats, and there is 1 seat in the middle. So I feel some of you, your friendships, the circles have been changing. You've been evolving away from something. And as you spiritually evolve, because you've definitely got the higher calling card there, which is to spiritually evolve. Remember, going through a period of spiritual development, it doesn't happen, you know, when you are sitting there in a very quiet kind of energy, contemplating life or meditating. You know, our spiritual evolution tends to happen when we're in the throes of chaos, when suddenly everything is going wrong. And that's because we are leaving the familiar and we're embracing the possibilities of everything that could happen. And with that Seven of Pentacles there, I feel like you're at a fork in the road in some way in your life. You're projecting yourself into the future, and you're looking at where you're dissatisfied now, so that your future self can thank you for the changes that you're making in this moment that are going to lead to, you know, an increased opportunity or abundance in the future. But also, as you spiritually evolve, and to spiritually evolve is basically to sort through the mud of life, right? Everything that you've gone through on your journey, it's about sorting out that conversation that wounded you when you were younger. If you were bullied, it's about resolving that within yourself and letting it go. Whether you've had relationships that were turbulent or experiences that were just not fair, this is about sorting through all of that and healing. And as you do that, you know, you start to evolve and you hit a different frequency, and you're going to a higher frequency right now with that higher calling card. And sometimes the path can be a little bit lonely, because you change and other people, they either change in a different way or they stay the same, and you are elevating and they are on the same plateau. Now, eventually some of them may transform as well and actually join you on the spiritual path. But right now, some of you, there's something here I feel in the month of August you got to do alone. Okay, I'm not really sure what it is, but it feels very much like independent energy. You've got the Nine of Pentacles there. You've got the Emperor, so that's taking charge. Whether it's an entrepreneurship, or whether it is that you want to go off and explore the world in a different way, or perhaps there's certain expectations on you right now, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to buck a trend. I'm going to do something totally different. I'm going to launch myself into some sort of education, or I'm going to discover new lands, going to go on a trip somewhere I've never been before. It feels like you are craving adventure in life right now. And the Five of Cups is a card of lament. Okay, so it can indicate that some of you, a part of you has changed, because the Death card is your predominant card, which means part of you may be lamenting a part of yourself that you feel had to change because of the circumstances. Now, some of you, that could have been like because of the experiences we've all gone through on a global scale. part of you, it could also be that, you know, you have hit a critical milestone in your life right now, and something is kind of changing for you. For some of you, it could be that you are embracing retirement and you're really excited, but at the same time, you're on a different time pace that everybody else is on, and you're searching for the rhythm of it. For some of you, it could be that you've entered into like the menopause, and you may be sort of like embracing part of it, but also grieving part of it as well, that you've left a part of yourself kind of behind. You may feel like that, or you may feel like you're walking into a brand new world in some way. You know, there's a lot of complex feelings that I'm feeling here with this card and the Five of Cups, but also it's in the crossing position. So what that means is there is a recovery after a difficult time. It means that whatever sort of new cycle you are entering into right now, you've got this. And also what I'm getting here, and this may not resonate with all of you, my beautiful Leo, but some of you, you may have heard of the passing of an important friend, perhaps, or perhaps some of you have been grieving someone who is transitioned, and you know, this monumental time, your birthday period, it really sort of like makes you think about the memories. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there if you've been going through that. Okay, I'm not really sure why I'm being given this image, but I have to give it to you because it's come at this moment. I'm being shown an apron, okay? You know, like when you go cooking, an apron. And I'm not sure how it's relevant with the message that I'm giving right now, so it may not be relevant at all. So perhaps some of you are going to see an apron with this person's name on it, or perhaps, you know, there'll be an apron that you'll see that reminds you of this person. I'm not really sure. Maybe this was a gift they gave to you, or vice versa. I mean, normally, if I got that image without, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing a reading, if I'd got that image without mentioning someone who has transitioned, then of course I'd say some of you are embracing like new cooking ideas, or you know, some of you may set about like a path to catering, or perhaps you are already in catering and you're going to see an increase in your business. So that could also be possible, but it came as I was talking about someone who's transitioned. So, you know, perhaps there's a connection there. I'm not really sure. I'm not being given anything else other than the image. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Leo. There are literally no words to console, okay? I wish I could just scooch down that camera and just, like, we would just hold, okay? Because sometimes there are just no words, okay? So if you're going through a grieving period, you know, I see that you are healing, and this person is going to let you know of their presence. Please ask them for a sign, but I'm being given an energy of pennies, like coins, being found in unusual places, like maybe in your shoe, or maybe like under your pillow, or just random. So look out for like unusual places to find a coin, because I feel this is an indication from this person that they're around. But also please ask for your own sign, because they're more likely to give the sign that you want than the penny or the coin, okay? So with a lot of respect, I'm going to move away from this energy and move on there. Five of Cups, you know, this is a card of looking at what you feel is missing in your life, that missing ingredient. But when we start to think that actually we have everything that we need, that's when the universe brings us more. Because if we feel that we are missing something, and of course, not everybody in this world has got what they want, you know, or even what they need sometimes. So we do feel, in terms of humanity or humans, most humans actually feel like they are lacking something, or they need something, and they want it. They're wishing for it, because I definitely see here a yearning for something that perhaps you feel is a missing ingredient. But the universe, when it attaches to the vibration of what we're yearning for, actually it sends more of, you know, the fact that you're yearning for it, rather than showing up with the actual thing that you want. So in terms of manifestation, really great for you to think like you got it right now, whatever it is. You know, it's about attaching yourself with your heart's desire to a vibration of being thankful for having the thing that you desire, like you've just received it. So then the universe does everything in its power to make sure that you have it, okay? Because you already have it in the future. It's just you have to attach yourself to that vibration to know that you're receiving it now, okay? So I'm just gonna move away from that energy. You know, August is going to be a very busy month for you. You've got the Two of Pentacles, so you may be pushed and pulled in many different directions. This is the earthly plane, but also I feel this is a sense of harmony and balance, okay? So peaceful month for you. Yes, I do see that a lot of you are going to have a lot of tasks or responsibilities on your path, but also this card indicates that things will work out in surprising ways. New developments will happen and surprise you. I mean, you're going from a Two of Pentacles to a Nine of Pentacles, so some of you financially may actually be able to save a little bit more money this month, or you're going to be feeling a little bit more financially freer than you have done for a while. And this may be because that Emperor energy has made you a little bit stricter with your budget. You may be able to pamper yourself or, you know, treat yourself in some way. But ultimately, that Two of Pentacles is being in the flow of life and trying to make sure that you have, you know, this kind of spirit of working on your projects, you know, working really hard, but also playing really hard as well. Spending time with friends, family, or your soul tribe, the people you really care about, or at least doing things that you really love doing. That is the balance of life. And of course, variety is also the balance of life there as well. So on the earthly plane, the Two of Pentacles, some of you may feel like there is a fluctuation financially for you. You may feel that perhaps things have been a little bit tight recently, but I definitely see your overarching energy is that you are going to increase your wealth in some way, whether that's through a bonus or some of you, especially if you have pensions, it could be that there's a small increase there. Remember, I said there's a small financial correction that I feel coming, but it will be brief, and it may even like be U-turned as well, is what I see there, but it'll be nice while it lasts, okay? But a lot of you are having money-making ideas. How can I increase my finances? So with that Nine of Pentacles there, it could be that you are upcycling something in your home, perhaps putting stuff out online, pre-loved goods. You may be doing a bit of decluttering around the home space and, you know, basically downsizing a little bit. So you create more space for something else that you want or need, but also you've got more money in your bank as well. Now, we do have the Temperance card. You've been very patient working towards something, but also the Temperance card is about examining your priorities at this time. There's a lot of duality in your reading. You know, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and these are fluctuation energies, which basically means things could go either way, but I feel like you're being organized and making sure that you remain on course. The Temperance card is blending your energies, your gifts. It's really about focusing on what you want to achieve right now and setting things in motion to basically prioritize and get the best out of a situation. Diligently, patiently, you're working towards something and you will accomplish it. I mean, you've got the Four of Wands here, which is a card of celebration, good news. It feels like you're hitting a milestone in some way, but also it can indicate that this is a time period where you're going to see people that you haven't seen for a while. I also see lots of invitations coming in for you, whether you go and embrace them or not, because some of them you're going to be like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. And then, of course, others you're going to be really excited about it. But I do see you being invited to things this month. But I feel like you're trying to make sure that you prioritize events where you really think you'll be happy or feel comfortable in, because I feel right now you're not about overextending yourself in a way that puts you out of joint, if that makes sense. With that Temperance card, also I get this energy that you are basically being asked to re-examine those priorities right now and focus more on life's meaning and purpose. Simplicity is definitely an energy I feel right now. You want to enjoy the finer things, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. You know, this could be that you're stopping to smell the roses. You're finding time to be more present in your everyday circumstances. The typical Rider-Waite Tarot, the Nine of Pentacles, you know, a woman stands there. She is protecting Six Pentacles. That is her energy. It represents that you're not extending your energy. You're giving a little bit out, but ultimately this month is all about you, not in a selfish way. It's just that you are having this sense of gravitas, and you're drawing opportunity and drawing people towards you. And of course, on her hand is a bird of freedom. So this is about you having that freedom to roam, enjoying your independence. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this is about doing things for you. So some of you may actually decide to take yourself out on a date, or go to the cinema by yourself, or go to a museum, or do something that's really exciting that you've been yearning to do for quite some time. Also, the Nine of Pentacles indicates you're having a glow up. You know, a glow up hits different when it's your birthday or your birthday season. So I feel this is about you just sort of like really celebrating yourself, you know, that you got this far, that you are someone who has gone through some really difficult things, and you're showing up for yourself all the time. And for others as well. So I feel there are some people around you who will spoil you, okay, is what I see there. But with that Nine of Pentacles, I feel this is about you loving yourself a little bit more, and feeling comfortable in your own skin, but also being discerning about the company that you keep. Nine of Pentacles is also a card that indicates that, yes, you're going to focus on your projects, focus on your finances, and basically try and increase your finances. But you're also going to allow yourself to treat yourself a little bit there as well. Now, as you can see, there's like a little archway there, and the tree, of course, represents wealth, and it can also indicate family or family lineage. So with it being your birthday season, a lot of you will be thinking about your legacy or the journey that you've had so far, and you know, how things have branched out over the years, who you're close to, who you're not close to. Some of you may even learn a secret about a family member. This may have come up in a recent reading of yours, but it is popping up again. So I'm not sure if it was for your reading or a different reading. I can't really remember, but I'm being given this energy right now that some of you may discover something about a family member that you're like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. So this could be either down to a conversation or something you discover, but ultimately I feel this kind of makes you realize how alike you are to this person, even though you and this person are very complex. And I feel both of you, you know, it's like both of you, you know, when someone is so alike with another person, sometimes they clash, but also they really understand each other on a different level as well. You celebrate each other too. So I feel there's this energy coming from that person, and you will have a very deep conversation with this person if they're still on the physical plane. If they're not, as I said, look out for the penny or a coin and a sign that you've asked for. Now, also that Nine of Pentacles, this is about you focusing a little bit more on your health this month, what's right for you, what's good for you. I mean, there is the Devil card there, so some of you may be tempted to basically overindulge, or, I mean, you know, everyone does it from time to time, especially if it's in and around birthday periods. So, you know, I don't think it's no biggie there. But also, I feel this is about you following your passions and really investing in yourself and backing yourself as well. Now, in the near future, Six of Pentacles there, this is, of course, about balance, about harmony, but it also feels like a bit of a, like, generous boomerang coming back towards you because of your generous spirit. It feels like good karma coming back to you. This tends to represent the hands of the universe. I just realized actually it's a coin as well. So perhaps in the near future, you're going to find that coin as a sign and a symbol that you're protected and directed at this time. But the Six of Pentacles is basically an energy that you're going to have a nice surprise from the universe. Also, I feel when you think about in terms of your finances, this is about, you know, you going from a Two of Pentacles to a Nine of Pentacles and a Six of Pentacles. Money, it's easy come, it's easy go. We got bills to pay, but I feel like, you know, it's very important to recognize that on that Nine of Pentacles, typically the figure keeps Six Pentacles safe in their savings account. So this could indicate that you are going to save something, you know, a majority share of the portion in order to either purchase something large, but I feel like you're going to find some sort of discount. So if you're trying to get into real estate, for example, or you're maybe looking around for a property to rent, things are pretty high right now, you know, but I do see a bit of a correction going on, and you may actually find something that is reduced, or basically you come to negotiate a better deal there. doesn't matter what you're trying to purchase at this time. I feel if it's a large purchase, you're going to find a discount or deal. Even if it's a discount code, I feel like you're going to get 10-20% off, or you're going to get something that's reduced. The product is the same quality, but I feel like you're going to be able to get it for a lesser price. Okay, so that's coming through there as well. But I feel this is more about you seeing that the universe is paying attention to all your wonderful goodness, and I feel that good karma is coming back to you this month there as well, and a little bit of a surprise gift. Now, for some of you, it could be that you just go into work and you find a nice little gift on your desk. For others, it could be that you get something free as you are out and about. Perhaps you go into a coffee store and you get talking to the person behind the desk and they give you a free coffee or a free croissant or something like that. I just feel like you're going to get something for free this month, and it's not connected to your birthday. So I want you to be aware of that as well. Now, also, I'm seeing a compliment come your way as well. There's this energy of you looking younger than you are. So that compliment's coming in there too. You may have already received this compliment, some of you, but if you haven't, it's to come in the next 6 weeks is what I see there. Now, this is your advice to yourself in the moment. Now, the Four Wands is a card that really asks you who deserves to be at your success table. Okay, there's some really great news coming in for you, but if anyone did not support you through the tough times, they certainly do not deserve a place at your table of success. So that Four Wands, it's a card of letting your hair down as well, celebrating the moment, having fun. You know, with the Emperor energy there, life is serious sometimes. We all got to show up, pay bills, work, and sometimes it's really hard to get out of bed, especially if you're feeling unmotivated, or even that you've had lack of energy recently, or perhaps, you know, you love what you do, but you've been feeling a little bit scattered in your energy, or you've been feeling just a little bit out of balance. This is the month to recalibrate. But also that Four of Wands reminds you that you must have balance. That is the variety and the spice of life. So, you know, if you're focused on something all the time, you know, sometimes it starts to get dull and boring. You know, even if you're passionate about accomplishing something and you are tunnel vision towards your goal, you know, you're showing up every day and you are sharpshooting and you are basically winning. But if you're only doing that one thing and you're not opening yourself up to going out with friends, or if you're not opening yourself up for a walk in the park or going to the gym or whatever it is, you know, then things start to get a little bit stale in life. So I definitely see here that you're embracing a little bit more fun, excitement, and, you know, spending good quality time with awesome people. So I see invitations here for you. That Four of Wands, there could also be someone that you haven't heard from in a while who reaches out and either, you know, wishes you well for your birthday period, or it could be that if you've already celebrated your birthday, it could be that they reach out to you as a surprise and are like, you know what, I'm in town, fancy grabbing a coffee, or I've been thinking about you a lot, we should really hang out. So I really feel this energy of someone, you know, really wanting to reunite with you. This is someone that actually you really love, but just life got in the way and both of you kind of like lost touch is what I see. And I just feel like there's a reconnection here, which is really, really nice. But also Four of Wands, celebration. There is something to celebrate here. So this could be a very critical period for you. If you're waiting for good news, here is the good news. If you are someone who's in training right now and you're trying to get a qualification, I feel like you are noticing that you still have far to go, but you could be celebrating either a milestone or perhaps you celebrate a win in some way, certification, qualification, but you realize, you know, that that's half the battle and now you're off to get an opportunity, or you're off to basically search for a part of the industry that you want to be really niche in. I really just feel like there's still more work to come and things to do, but I feel like be really proud of yourself because you're doing an awesome job. And for some of you, if you're looking for a job, I definitely see that Six of Pentacles. You're going to be offered something and it's going to be a surprise just when you're not expecting it. So if you've been looking for a long time, I see something coming in. I feel like the money is like, I feel the money is like fair for the role that it is. You may have been hoping for a little bit more, but I feel, I gotta be honest with you, I feel like you're offered a certain amount that may be a little bit lower than what you're hoping for. However, I feel this could be like a probation period amount and you will staircase later on. So after about 3 months, you'll be able to staircase, get the money that you are hoping for, but there's more to come. So I definitely see more money. And for some of you, this could be that you celebrate an offer of a promotion, or you have some sort of appraisal and you are basically elevated in status, but also there's more responsibility. I definitely see more work, okay? So don't shoot the messenger, but I feel this work, it opens doors for you. It feels like there's more potential and possibilities here as well. And of course, for those of you who are retired, this can be that you welcome someone new into your family lineage. It could be that, there is a new addition to your family in some way, whether that's a child or whether that's an animal. Some of you could be adopting a pet, or perhaps someone in and around your family is adopting a pet at this time. I definitely see that there is a togetherness and a wonderful kind of energy of people enjoying themselves, and an extension of people, families, or soul tribe members coming together. Now we also have the Devil card. This is the energy outside of yourself. This is the external environment. So the Devil in this position, it can indicate that some of you are looking at toxic environments or toxic people, situations that you're trying to move away from at this time. People who drain your energy, people you don't trust. I definitely see that you are becoming a little bit more independent and detaching from these people or situations. But also the Devil card can be you looking at fear. Especially when I see so many good cards for you. Sometimes some of you may be feeling like, okay, when things are going really well, you look for the fly in the ointment. Well, I feel that this is about seeing past that at this time, and I feel actually there's some really good things for you to come. And I feel just because something really good happens, it doesn't mean that there is automatically something bad. Of course, there is a yin to yang in every experience. There's always a positive and a negative, but sometimes we can catastrophize when we think of the worst case scenario, when actually I see that you're going to get the best case scenario right now. Some of you are waiting for news, especially with that Two of Swords, and you're feeling a little bit uncertain. And the Devil card paired with that Two of Swords, it can bring up a little bit of anxiety. But no news is good news, is what I just heard. But I feel like you will receive that news. The Four of Wands is good news, okay? Even if you look up the meaning of the Four of Wands online, it means a critical moment that leads to a celebration. So I definitely see there's some good stuff coming there for you. But also the Devil card could be you looking at your temptations. You looking for the quick fix in life sometimes and trying to balance out your life. But it's human sometimes to feel temptation. So it's you having the control and the willpower, especially with that Emperor energy, where you're saying, no, I see the temptation, I've identified the temptation, and I'm overriding those feelings, and I'm choosing what is healthy for me at this time. Especially since you've got that Nine of Pentacles there, you're choosing what is right for you at this time, and I feel like you're leaving the fears or the temptation behind. Now I'm going to pull a quick card with that Devil card, because this can literally mean that you're leading with your passions. You're embracing something that you're really passionate about. For some of you, it could mean if you're single, there is a potential for a flirtation with someone. Someone is very lusty after you. This could also be someone who perhaps reaches out from the past. Okay, it could be that they've been thinking about you, wondering what you're up to, and it's because they find you attractive and they want to see if you're single and ready to mingle, for example. So let me just pull a card on this Devil card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? 10 of Cups. Okay, so 10 of Cups. Now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. 10 of Cups, I'm getting a couple of energies. Let's address the first one, where I was going to say don't shoot the messenger for me saying this. One is, when you spend time with your family and friends, and you love spending that quality time, there's this energy here of sometimes it can be like overwhelming, okay? So it can be that frustrations, old patterns, cycles of repeat, they start to pop up, especially when you embrace seeing the people that you really care about. They want to celebrate you, but then people start slipping into their old patterns, and it can mean that there's a little conflict, or you're like, oh, they always do this, or they always say that. There could be something like that occurs in the month of August, but I feel like, there will be a resolution. Everything will be fine. Everything just balances itself out. But I also feel like you're nipping it in the bud and you're not allowing it to occur again. But also, the 10 of Cups is an energy there of you looking for the happy ever after, and feeling like some of you may have felt that, things are so delayed or so fluctuating. One minute you feel like you're winning, the next minute, you know, you've had a blockade and you just feel like you're in the same place. Sometimes you can worry that perhaps you're not going to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. But I definitely see that you are on the path to accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do. Your willpower, your tenacity, your drive, your talent, and your sense of not giving up is going to accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do there. I mean, the fact that the 10 of Cups showed up there for you, it can indicate that a flirtation or the potential for a fling turns into something a little bit more stable, into a high-level commitment where you will build a family with that person. So please take it as it resonates. I feel there is a strong potential to meet love this month if you are looking for love. And it could be at a place where you actually go off and do something by yourself, whether it's take yourself to a gallery or maybe go to the gym. Whatever it is, I feel there's a strong potential because I feel like you are attracting a lot of attention at this time, especially with that 9 of Pentacles. Now, we do have the 2 of Swords in the hope and a fear position. You're about to do something that perhaps is out of your comfort zone, especially since you've got the Death card there. It's all change. Transformation, it happens all the time, especially, you know, it can feel a little bit uncertain or a little bit anxious if you feel these changes have been thrust upon you. Whether you feel like your working environment is changing or relationships, friendships are changing, it can feel a little bit isolating, alienating, discombobulating, and you are just trying to go inwards to soul search and ask where you feel like you belong in these changes. Also, the 2 of Swords can indicate you feel at a bit of a stalemate in your life right now, and you're seeking answers, and you're asking big questions, big philosophical ones, so that you can work out where's next, especially since you have that 7 there of Pentacles. This is you being in the fork in the road, looking at where you feel dissatisfied. So you're going inwards for answers. 2 of Swords, it also means that you're about to discover new lands, new places, new faces, do something really exciting. And when we shake things up a little bit and change things, you know, we don't know what's on the other side of change, but we must embrace the fact that things will work out. And, you know, the universe is giving you a helping hand there to help you along the way as well. So, you know, it's almost like some of you are looking at a real blank canvas in your life right now, and you are not sure how things are going to go, but also it's actually very exciting because it has the potential to open you up to all possibilities, especially since you have that 7 of Pentacles there as well, okay? Now, 2 of Swords, deeply thoughtful month there. You've got something on your mind, something that perhaps has made you stop in your tracks and think something needs to change, whether it's a relationship, friendship, or a circumstance. You know, I really feel you're in deep thought on how to change this. But know that you will gain clarity this month, and you will dominate the energy, and you will certainly make a decision and take charge of the situation. You are a leader in your life, so I definitely see that things will work in your favor. And finally, we have the 7 of Pentacles. As you can see, the 7 of Pentacles, there's a telescope there. So this is about being a visionary, looking way into the future, projecting what you want to happen so that you can take action in the now and make sure that it does happen. And I definitely see that this is a card that indicates your hard work and your diligence and your patience, it will pay off. 7 of Pentacles normally means that, you know, you have set a wish or an intention in motion, and, you know, you are able to see it come to life. Everything is starting to slot into place. You're going to see evidence on the physical plane that your plans are in motion and that they are taking root, they're stable, and I feel things are going to pretty much show you that you are making headway on something. Now, of course, the telescope can indicate that you're looking at far off shores. Some of you could be thinking about relocating or looking at where you belong, or perhaps looking for real estate. I feel relocation vibes here. So this could be something that you're thinking about right now or taking action to look at. But the 7 of Pentacles is basically an energy of being in that fork in the road and deciding what gets to be with you on the next part of your journey and what gets left behind. So I definitely see, you know, there is a big ending, but also there's a wonderful new beginning. Because remember, I always say there's really no endings. There's only a transformation towards a new beginning, something greater than what you had before. So I feel there's some positive change, but when we see change, we start to feel a little bit anxious, or we feel we're not completely in control of it because it could go in any direction. But I see the direction. I mean, it's like a spotlight. It's like right now in the month of August, you're going to be so clear on the path that it's going to highlight the next steps for you on your blueprint of life, shall we say. And I feel like you're feeling the fear, but you're doing it anyway, whatever that means for you, okay? Now I'm just going to go get some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? So, I mean, even these two cards pretty much highlight the energy that I've been feeling in your reading. So the first one there, of course, is direction. Okay, so you're going to be focusing on your true life's mission and calling. It says being on the right path, finding direction in life, and your own North Star. So that figure is also looking off into the distance. So I definitely see here that this is you projecting yourself into the future and saying, okay, what is the life that I aspire to? What do I need to do to get that? And then you're setting the ball in motion to accomplish it. And finally, we've got pleasure, okay? So that's the balance of working hard to accomplish your goals, but also finding time to let your hair down and have fun. You know, it says here, allowing yourself to have pleasure, chemistry with someone, I did mention that earlier, and doing something pleasurable. So nice balance to the month, and I definitely see that, you know, you're going to pretty much enjoy all that is to come for you, but I feel you're working really hard to make that happen for yourself. Let me just go and get a trinket or room before we close. Okay, so we've only got one. So we've got the owl, so this can indicate that knowledge and wisdom is coming to you right now. In stillness comes wisdom, and the owl always stay still is the watcher, okay, observer of life. So some of you may be just observing how life is going right now and planning something, but also, you know, the owl can see in 360. So some of you are getting a bird's eye view of your life right now and deciding which path to take. Now also this could be a logo or something that is relevant as a sign for you to notice in the next 6 weeks that indicates that you are indeed on the right path, okay? So I will leave it there, my beautiful Leo. I hope something is relevant in this reading for you in some way, shape, or form. I'm actually opening a competition to win a free personal reading. So if you'd like to enter that competition to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is write in the comments box below, "Love is the answer." Okay, that's it. Love is the answer. And my guides will draw me to one subscriber to win a free personal reading at the end of August, okay? And I'll announce the winner in a video, so please keep your notification bell on so that I can basically upload a video and put the person's name in the video, and then of course you'll want to be notified of that video so you can see if it was you that won it, and then you'll know how to get in contact with me for that personal reading as well, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.